Today's AskReddit post. What is a scam not many people notice? Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Let's get started. When a hiring company say we work hard but play hard, it means everyone is overworked and an alcoholic. Mandatory happy hours. The Verizon $1 scam. Verizon tacked on a $1 fee onto 8% of their customers' bills each month, so over the course of the year, they did it to every customer. About 150,000. Their rationale was 50% wouldn't notice and just pay the charge, or would notice and wouldn't spend any time fighting a $1 charge. 50% would notice the charge and call to have it removed. Of those, 35% would get frustrated while on the call and give up. This added approximately $120,000 to the bottom line each year. 3 total, until caught. Once caught, they paid a $25,000 fine. Shit like that makes no sense to me. It's like when politicians get caught stealing money. Oh, so you stole $100 million? Just give me like 25,000 and it's all good. They should pay just as much money as they steal, or else they'll just keep doing it. When the value pack price is higher than the regular pack price, the trickier the grams to dollar conversion, the easier to trick people. Or the bottle says 33% more, but it isn't free, it's just a bigger package. Or the now 33% more, free, while sitting next to the old bottles that is the exact same weight. That would be 100% illegal. If you ever see that, buy both and you've got a lot of money in your hands. I guarantee you in the US no company has ever done that. As a former retail employee, I stocked shampoos, cereals, water bottles, and all sorts of cosmetics products that changed in size over time. The company would increase the size of the package and put the label 33% more on it because it was legitimately the same SKU and it was just a new size for the product. Sometimes this was temporary for a promotion and other times it was a permanent change. The smaller size would sit there until the larger ones had sold out, and then those sell out too. Sometimes in the case of a permanent change, a smaller size item will sit until its expiration date while the larger ones will continue to rotate. Nothing illegal about deciding to sell a different quantity or to change the price you charge for a product. Also, most of the price changes you see at the store are on the part of the store. When putting up weekly sales tags, the permanent price increases by 10 cents here and there and no one notices. Funerals. People often want to buy more expensive coffins to honor their loved ones, and in turn the company is selling them profit. My dad literally wanted an old pine box. He told my mom that constantly. When my parents were picking out a coffin for my grandmother, he gasped, "L. There it is." The old pine box was in a corner, covered in cobwebs. My mom replied, "Patrick, your family will never forgive me if I put you in that." His family all found it hilarious. When he did pass, my mom got him something simple, but not a pine box. When the boss says we're a family. Facebook surveys. Something like "which frozen character are you?" tricks users into giving out answers to common security questions. I'm sure a lot of those could get direct access to the user's account by just clicking on the link as well. 1. What's your favorite season? 2. What's your favorite fruit? 3. What's your mother's maiden name? 4. Would you rather have a pet reindeer or a talking snowman? 5. What street did you grow up on? Your result, Hans. But they are afraid the government wants to put a chip in them to control them and get their info. That renting a modem from your ISP is a huge waste of money. They'll tell you, "Oh, you should rent one because tech is always changing and it might go out of date." When I moved out on my own 4 years ago, I bought a modem at Best Buy for $70. If I had been renting from the greedy ISPs this whole time, I would have close to $500 on rental fees. And while tech is always changing, a modem is not something that changes very much. So please, if you are renting one, go out and buy yourself a modem. Even if the modem was changing more, it's not like they come swap them out very regularly. Edit. Spelling. We'll be there to swap your modem sometime between Monday and Friday from 8 AM to 8 PM. Please be available or you will be moved to the end of the wait line. When someone is loitering at a gas station and gives you a sob story about needing money for gas. I got a sob story once. Usually I just say no. This guy was actually asking for gas, not money. Said he was heading somewhere and needed just a bit of gas. I told him to show me his gas gauge. Sure enough, he was on E. So I put $15 in his tank. He seemed thankful and drove off. He was either on the level or very serious in the details of his scam. The fact that he drove off tells me you helped him out. I've been in that situation a couple times before where I had either let my husband borrow my debit card or I'd forgotten it in another purse. Luckily I keep a few bucks in my center console so I could fill up a gallon to get home. But I've been close to needing to either call and ask someone for help or just ask a random stranger for a few dollars. Being genuinely low on funds happens. Unfortunately, people have ruined the trust game because they've turned an innocent request for help into an actual way to dishonestly take money from strangers. What made me do a double take on the guy was he asked for gas, not money. I actually enjoy helping people out, but like you said, people ruin the trust game. I had a regular at my bar come in and say, hey, I'm not staying, but I want to pay for a burger and fries to go for that kid there. And out front was a homeless looking young man. Maybe 18-21 years old. Very skinny and disheveled looking. He charged his card, tipped me $5 and I told him to let the kid know he could wait inside at the end of the bar. It was summer and we had the AC blasting. Gave the kid a glass of water and told him it'd be about 15 minutes. About 5 minutes later the kid waves me over and asks, hey, I don't want the burger. Can I return it for the cash? I was so bummed out. My regular did one of the most altruistic things I'd seen in a long time. And it turned out he got played. I told the kid, listen, I don't care what your deal is. You're not my customer. You asked my friend for help and he's helping you with a free hot meal. You can take the burger and fries out in 10 minutes when it's ready. Or you can leave. There's no refunds. I never told my regular about it. It just felt so crummy. I understand maybe the kid needed the $15 for something else, but I know the move. Ask for cash for food then use it for booze or drugs. Addiction is a bitch. I get it, but don't take advantage of my friend's kindness to get a fix. Companies like Ticketmaster with their ridiculous service fees for online transactions. Oh, and then when your concert is cancelled they refuse to give you back your $250. I was on the fence about buying tickets for a concert and I'm glad I waited because it was cancelled a few days later. I feel so bad for everyone else who paid for it though. Most artists are being real bros about COVID though, refunding or transferring purchase tickets to a 2021-2022 concert, etc. I posted another reply before, but also I had one more. Carfaxes, the website, almost scammed me and my boyfriend last week. Me and BF have a 2019 Hyundai Kona SE edition. Brand new off the lot, not accidents or tickets. We checked Carfax a weeks ago when shopping new car insurance and Carfax told me our car had 5 reports on it. We had to pay $50 if we wanted to see. Well, we have a lease and alongside new insurance. We wanted to refinance our lease too. When we saw what Carfax said we called the dealer immediately to see what happened. The dealer looked up our report and found absolutely nothing and told us Carfax will say there is a report, make you pay for it and then tell you that nothing is wrong. It is a ploy to make you pay for a service you don't need. So yay, when checking Carfax, just be aware. It may try to prompt you to pay for information you don't and should not have to. You can buy Carfax reports for any car VIN on eBay for like $3 a pop, and the sellers deliver within minutes. Dealers with unlimited searches, or their employees, do this for some side cash. I've never paid more than $5 for a Carfax report. That is fantastic information to know. Thank you. To take it a step further, just ask the sales rep that signed you up for your lease for a copy of the Carfax. They can print it out and hand it to you, just snap a pic of the summary and send that over. The reports could be anything from the car being state inspected, transported to another dealership, a scratch that needed a bit more than a touch up, or the vehicle being manufactured, and Carfax could just be using that to their advantage to get your $50. But yeah, whoever took you guys on the test drive can provide a Carfax report for you. I cannot imagine ever asking a customer for money for a Carfax report, but I wouldn't put it past people. I sold cars for a while up until recently. Spent a year at a Kia dealership, which is the same brand as Hyundai. They take leases pretty damn serious at a corporate level, so on the unlikely chance that you do find any shady dealings where the dealer hit some big damage on a leased vehicle, the manufacturer should help you out. That all goes out the window if a third party leased this vehicle to you pre-owned rather than you having walked into a Hyundai dealer and leased it new. Get the Carfax if you have any doubts. You don't want to be on the hook for anything you didn't do when you turn trade in your current lease. Freemium games, multi-level marketing, channel networks, cable TV, and carnival games. Freemium games. Gacha gaming is probably the worst thing that's come out of the video game industry. It should be purged emo. Most of the games are shit, and the ones that are not shit could be vastly improved by removing the gacha elements, deliberately creating a problem and then trying to sell you the solution. The textbook industry. Biggest scam there is. Beware of pickpocket signs in touristy areas. It triggers an individual to reflexively check their pockets, allowing observant pickpockets to know where your wallet is. Similarly to this, in public transport, a pickpocket will often throw or place an empty wallet on the floor, then point it out and ask if anybody lost a wallet. You instinctively check your pocket to make sure it's there. A good pickpocket will memorize 8-10 people, their hand placement, go to work and leave on the next stop with 4 or 5 more wallets more than they had when they got on. Came for the scams. Left with an unethical life pro tip. For legal reasons this was a joke. Wait, was? Something is wrong, I can feel it. Casinos. Yes, I know. It's supposed to work that way, but it seems people really think after a while you're gonna hit it big and it'll all even out. I've done it enough to know it's purely entertainment. It's just a matter of how much you're willing to pay for that adrenaline rush. People need to learn to look at it differently. You are not playing to win money. You are playing for the entertainment and the small chance to win money. I play for the free drinks with a chance to lose money. Way I look at is if I spend the same as going to bar at a casino, my odds of winning money at the bar are 0. That's true. But you could spend several hours at a bar and not spend more than $50. How far does $50 get you at a casino? I played blackjack in Vegas once and lost $200 in about 20 minutes. Okay, here was my scam for drinking infinity drinks for under $20. Plus tips. In Vegas, there's an old mechanical horse racing game at the D. Yes, real name. On Fremont Street. It's on the 2nd floor. The game simulates a horse race and you bet on horses. Only thing is it only accepts quarters. So you can bet in increments of 25 cents every game, or as little as 25 cents. The horse race lasts about 30 seconds and there's a little break between races. There's a coin machine next to the game that has cups for holding $20 worth of quarters. So what you do is you spend $20 on 80 quarters. And you sit down and spend the next 3 hours ordering Long Island iced teas because you will, if you bet conservatively enough, take forever to run out of your money, and you still get the free drinks. Also bring some extra cash or chips to tip the waitress as well. That's worth it too. You tip them very well on the first drink. You'll notice they come around a lot more often. Also, it's the good thing to do. Long distance charges by the phone company. Roaming charges in general. I can sort of understand if you're calling to from another country, but it really shouldn't cost extra to phone someone from the other side of the state province. Not even that. If you call on the phone from Europe to America or the other way around, it costs a fortune. But if you connect to that McDonald's Wi-Fi and speak on WhatsApp, Messenger, WeChat, it's completely free. That's the scam. Oh yeah, that's ridiculous. It shouldn't matter where you are or what network you're on. You either have a signal or you don't. Buying diamonds. Yes, just go to y=16 and mine them. It's 12. 16 is an awful spot. I'm pretty sure 11 is even better but has higher risk of lava deaths. Since lava pool's first layer is at 11, I live risky and mine at 8. I wonder if it's any good. Printer ink. One cartridge costs less than $1 to produce. Edit. I never expected this comment to blow up so much. Everyone, thank you for the upvotes. Buy a good laser printer. We had one at my work. Printed full color. Black and white, I believe it was a Brother brand. Started with a B, looked at the cost for our ink, it was like $55 for a cartridge. Sounds expensive, right? That bitch would print off thousands of pages that were almost full color before it would even start screaming at you to change the cartridge. We printed off probably 150-200 pages a day that needed full color plus around 200 more that was black-white. A cartridge would last us almost a week. Most likely it is a Brother brand. Also, not to be too pedantic, but laser printers don't use ink. They use toner, which behaves very differently. Reddit awards. Why can't we use our karma to get some? Actually, karma, coins, awards is a good idea, but then there will be a lot more karma whores there. They're testing the opposite, where you get karma from buying awards. Actually, which sounds abysmal to me. Cause what we really need is for Reddit to be paid to win. They should just replace Reddit Premium with a Reddit Award Battle Pass at this point. A radio did some giveaway thing where you had to call them. They just pre-recorded that and played it. Guess how I noticed it? They used the same thing 3+ times. Mostly everything you hear on the radio is pre-recorded, and they would never allow a live caller on the air. Too much risk for offensive language. Edit. Source. My husband is a radio DJ. Might not be the same everywhere, but anything other than the small privately owned stations, which are few and far between, are pre-recording most things, even if it's only by a few minutes. When I called into one of those radio contests, when I was actually on the phone with them, a song was playing on air. They did the announcement to call, then the song came on, but they played the clip where I called in after the song. So it was pre-recorded but only by a couple minutes. Same with my wife. We won a small trivia question contest. We were carpooling. I gave the answer and she called it in, and they played her recorded response. The cool part was that she was entered into the grand prize drawing and she won. It was a small trip worth about $2,500. This was about 20 years ago. Toilet paper rolls decreasing in width every year. Same cost but you get less paper. Somehow people forget, or at least somehow still fall for, if a job requires you to spend money consistently, it's not a job. It's a scam. My god. I've been buying notebooks and whiteboards and rugs for my classroom for years. Teaching is a scam. Kinda seems like you should be given funding for that. So you yeah, you getting scammed. Life coaching. Not only is it a huge scam, but also a lot of life coaching schools are structured like cults, similar to Scientology. Please beware. You trying to tell me the barely high school graduate, thrice divorced alcoholic who is upside down on her subprime mortgaged house isn't a good person to take any and all advice from? For some reason, when I turned 30, a bunch of friends suddenly decided to change careers and become life coaches. Let's just say they weren't my successful friends, or my moderately successful friends, or my unsuccessful but emotionally stable and happy friends. Life coaching is the new day trading. Adobe Creative Suite. It used to be that you could just buy the program you wanted in one lump sum, but now you have to choose a plan with a bunch of features you don't want and pay $50 a month. Deleted. Everything is going the subscription route. Can't wait till I get my next car and have to pay a monthly subscription to keep the heated seats working. I'm not sure if this was lucky sarcasm or not, but I saw something not too long ago where BMW is planning on doing just that. The beauty industry. For all genders. Some people genuinely enjoy getting dolled up and do it for the pleasure of it. and the way it makes them feel. Great. But for most people, society spends your whole life telling you that the way you look is a problem, and these companies profit off of the resulting insecurities. I just saw ad for elbow forearm cream. I shit you not. What else do I not know I need to be ashamed of? The imbalance between men and women's cosmetics industry is crazy. Men, here's a shower gel that washes your body, your hair, softens your skin and will degrease your car engine. Women, we've developed a cream for your left elbow. The men's stuff sucks though. It's all gross and ineffective and it smells like you're being gassed. Bro, you actually watched the whole video. I'd give you a high five if I was a human. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe for more great content. See you next time.